Hey, I'm Amethyst Goddess from In Alignment Ministries, and I will be doing soulful messages for Libra. Okay, so real quick, I just want to let you know that these soulful messages are very in depth. Okay, once I finish this line of zodiac signs for soulful messages, I will be just doing collective energy messages. Okay. I'm steering away from just doing individual signs. Okay, so let me go through my thing as far as connecting and just getting any channeled messages, okay? Okay, immediately when I connected to your energy, I heard, if I ruled the world. Nas with Lauryn Hill. I'm hearing patience. I'm hearing resurface, so a connection may be resurfacing at this time. Or a part of you that you thought you've dealt with or got over is coming up at this time. I'm hearing unhealed and then healed, unhealed and healed. So sometimes when we draw our attention to things that we've thought we've overcome, sometimes we bring up, things that we thought we resolved. And sometimes you have to work on not dwelling on that and like working on moving forward. And at times it's a thing where it's coming at your attention for a reason. You get what I'm saying? There may be something that you really didn't address that you thought you did, and you just tried to rush the process because you felt like you were taking too long on that. Okay, so something may be in connection with the moon. Okay, so some of you may be Libra moons. Again, Libra, just a FYI, this can pertain to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever. It's really whatever resonates with you. So you can probably be a Cancer or a Gemini and come across this message, and you can get something from it, which is one reason why I want to steer away from the zodiac sign messages all the time. I'm hearing relationships, partnerships. So of course, Libra, they, generally speaking, deal with relationships. You've may have had issues with relationships. Like you could see yourself doing pretty much anything by yourself. You're able to be alone, but you're really wanting to have like positive connections now. Some of you, I'm hearing the question, will I ever get married? Okay. So let's see the overall energy that wants to speak to you today for the soulful messages. I'm doing this in May, but it's no time frame to bind this, okay? So whenever you come to the message, is yours. What's the overall energies? What's the overall energies? So the first one is Sagittarius. I mentioned this before. Something about Libra and Sagittarius, like they have some kind of connection. Just like Aries and Taurus. I perceive, okay, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm hearing when I read I perceive, it's a thing where some of you, sometimes our perception may not be accurate per se as far as facts. It can just be more so the feeling of a situation, right? How you feel about how things were handled. It may not be that person's intentions to make you feel some type of way, but your perception may be in somewhat like a little bit off because your emotions are involved. Venus came out. That is your ruling planet. So your ruling planet wants to have a little talk with you. And Pisces. So I didn't show you the other cards. Let me show you the other cards. So this is Pisces. This is, I believe, Venus. Okay. And Sagittarius. So these are the energies that want to come out and speak with you in the overall energy. Okay, so I'm hearing that some of you, when I touch Venus, some of you that are having issues right now, or you feel like you're having issues, your finances and your relationships are in direct correlation. Like there's some connection there between your finances and your relationships. Some of the connections that you have, you need to let go of in order for what is trying to come in. I'm hearing release yourself. So you can be releasing you need to release yourself from the past. You may release yourself from, past relationships, past situations that you keep reminiscing about, or you have an ex that you keep dealing with, or it may be friendships, family. Sometimes you have to move on from those too. And with the Pisces card, I heard trust. And I heard believe it before you see it. Okay. So some of you may have felt hopeless at some point, or you may feel hopeless right now. And Spirit is calling out for you. Pisces energy is calling out for you to believe and transmute that energy. I'm hearing imagination and creativity. Okay. So let's look into your strengths at this time. And again, this is Soulful Messages. So it's a real in-depth reading in regards to all the layers that I hear. Whatever I hear, I'm giving it to you. Okay, so Spirit is calling for you, Libra, to have balance, to operate in your energy, which you're already doing. That's one of your strengths. You can feel yourself when it's like imbalance, and I'm getting the vibe that you quickly regroup. So that's a good thing. And also your solar plexus, you're having more confidence in the things that you work on, the things you say. Some of you are having more confidence in your gifts. Okay, you're not second guessing your gifts and your talents, that you're actually going forth and putting yourself out there. Give me another strength, please, for Libra. I heard awaken. That one popped. Authority. So you are taking control over your life. Okay, some of you used to be people pleasers. Some of you used to not want to rock the boat. I know Libra sometimes can be like that, where unless y'all really push, y'all really try to avoid confrontation at all costs. Especially of those of you who are still kind of maturing or developing, who you are or whatever. You may have a little issue with that. Give me one more. I just want one more here for the strengths. And throat chakra, yeah. So you're being more creative. You're expressing yourself more. You're having more balance and self-control over your communication. So that has become your strength. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. You actually have strength and empowerment, like more of that. You're trusting and believing in yourself now. You're actually having better boundaries. You're making sure, like, especially with those that are surrounding you that have stronger personalities, you're not allowing them to make you feel bad about what you believe or what you stand for and what you're not going to tolerate. I just wanted to show these, how the Pisces card, that water energy, right? And then the throat chakra. Okay, so it's about communication, clear communication, about creativity. It's about speaking up and, having balance in your breathing and all of that good stuff. So you may have different things that you're channeling through your creativity and your imagination. You're finally like doing it. Excuse me, room for improvement for Libra. Some of you may be painters because that Pisces card looks like a painting. Some of you, so this is what you need improvement on. It says prosperity begins, and I'm gonna clarify this. So I'm seeing some of you are actually taking forth or taking the initiative on certain projects or certain things that you've been wanting to have, whether it's a passion project, creative things, you're going forth and doing them, but some of you are still having a little issue with getting things off the ground fully. So you may have an issue with determining, okay, for instance, if you're a painter, where should I show my work? Because some of you may not want to have your pieces in every single museum or exhibition, right? You want to make sure wherever you're showcasing your work, it's appreciated and it's in its authentic channel or resonance. So you may have some issues as far as tailoring it to a certain audience, finding out who vibes with you. You get what I'm saying? Where to advertise your work, where to connect, who to show your work, what like-minded individuals, who's your tribe, who's your buyers, you know what I mean? Who you're trying to attract as far as selling. So you may have some issues with that. Give me another challenge, please, that the Libra may be facing right now. Okay, temptation. So I'm hearing more so like negative thinking. You may have an issue with that. Like you may go forward, backward. Like you might get real balance. You may be in it. Like remember I telling you, you have an ability to be aware of when you're falling out of balance or out of alignment of your desires or just your energy. You're able to recognize that, but it may be a temptation, whether it's from past relationships or just some of you may actually feel like giving up in a sense as far as relationships, romantic, even platonic. You may feel discouraged at times and you may consider just settling. Okay, you may be tempted in that. You may, that's the devil card as far as that is concerned. Some of you may be tempted as far as wanting to be physically intimate with someone, but you've been trying to hold out for the one that is supposed to be the one, if you want to claim that. The one that you have been, in the process of manifesting, wanting that true love. You're probably celibate right now, or you're not active, and you're not maybe intentionally being not active. You're just being more selective, and you at this time you may feel a little tempted because you like, dang, when is it coming in? You know what I mean? Give me another one. Okay, new beginning. So it may be a thing where you're like, when is this new beginning coming? Like when will this wheel turn for me? Give me another one. Oh, 3 came out, y'all. So just bear with me. Okay, so I'm here to get this card first. Okay. So remember I was saying finances and relationships, there may be a correlation between the two. So material harvest. So you may be working really hard on, and I don't want to say hard like it's just tough, but you've been really working on your projects. You've been working on your businesses, and you're just like wondering what's next, because I thought I'm doing all that I'm supposed to be doing, but it's not. The amount of effort that you're putting in, you feel like you're not receiving in return. So material harvest may be a challenge for you. Getting your 9 of Pentacles on, where you're stable and you can actually be on your own, you know what I'm saying, independent. Recognition, reward. You don't feel like your efforts have been acknowledged or awarded the amount of effort that you've put into your work or your craft. And then light. Okay, so light, I always get those kind of twisted. It may be either the Star card or the Sun card. Sun card, it's the Sun. It's the Sun. It's comparable to the Sun. So you know, you're like, when is this coming? And, you know, that's the number 19. So 1 and 9 is 10. That's like completion. You know what I'm saying? You're ready for the new. Like, you're ready to get this going. Okay, what is the heads up? And then I'm going you know what? I'm going to clarify, because I want to know exactly what the temptation is, okay? Because I gave you some messages, but I want to go a little bit further in there. What is the temptations? Okay, it may be a fire sign. The Knight of Wands came out in reverse. So it may be the Sagittarius energy. It may be a person that has that player energy, non-committal energy. Temperance card came out, so that's the same thing. It's in connection with the Sagittarius. Okay, so this person may be the one that is keeping you from really turning over a new leaf. And I know sometimes it may be hard, especially if you have children together, especially if you're trying to close out cycles, and it's just like this person may not want to let you go. But Spirit is saying it's time's up. It's time's up. It's time's up. Then the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay. A Knight of Cups wants to come in, y'all. They may have water in their chart. Maybe a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or they just may be romantic, open. They can probably be a little dramatic. Okay, so clarify Temperance. Also, to bring healing. You already know what that relationship was all about, what lessons you were supposed to learn out of there. There's really nothing else to learn out of this situation. You've learned all that you can learn with this situation. If anything, that person needs to learn their lessons in regards to the relationship. And they haven't learned them, but Spirit is saying, okay, we were giving them opportunities to make it right, but they're resisting those opportunities as far as making it right. So we need to go ahead and close this down, shut this off, and so you can move forward. Because sometimes the window of relationships or the portals of relationships can be held up by the other person not doing what they were supposed to do in regards to the relationship. And so if they're not doing what they were supposed to do, Spirit will intervene, your guides will intervene, your higher self, even you know what I'm saying? Because their higher self, all of that is you, will be like, you know what? Wash my hands of it, clear ties, did all that I could possibly do. I was here longer than really what I needed to be. And it's time to move forward. And, you know, some things need to close out. Okay, so I'm getting like healing energy. Also, it may be an Aquarius that may be coming your way. The Star card, you know, wish fulfillment, healing, rejuvenation. You know, there's a lot of water energy. There's a lot of water energy. Someone wants to come forth and bring balance into your life. I'm seeing those two, the two, you know, the water bearing and the cups right here for Sagittarius. That triangle is standing out to me as far as a possible manifestation that you have set forth. I'm hearing your prayers have been answered. So if you felt like you were stuck in situations where, like, I done try to figure it out, I done learned this out of that, I got it all, please just, I'm ready for some new stuff. And some of you have become frustrated, and it's like, you, every now and then you feel that I want to give up energy. You get what I'm saying? And just like, F it, fine. The MF is right here anyway. They're in my face all the time. I might as well just go ahead and just settle for this because I've been in it for so long and I don't see any other possibilities. And the other possibilities I had, they failed me. And I'm getting older. I want to have children, everything, you know. And I've had those concerns too. Sometimes I still do. Like, okay, what else? So then sometimes with these situations and what I've experienced is then you shift your energy and focus on something that you can handle. You get what I'm saying? And then sometimes you kind of shut off your emotions of, since that's not being tended to, like I'm not getting those connections, I'll just work. You know what I mean? In a previous video for another sign, I heard the song Work by Rihanna. I think it was the V.I.P readings on my IG. And like that song with Drake. Work. So that's what I'm like getting, like, you wanting to feel again. And that person or persons that are coming into your life, it's like it's gonna bring in the water energy, the emotions, the feeling again, okay? And I just want to see something here. What exactly is Sagittarius saying for the overall energy? Remember I did the overall energy? What does the Sagittarius want to say? They have some form of communication for you. They want to offer you something, but give me another card for Sagittarius. Okay, so what I'm getting, this person, so I'm going to just read off the cards. I'm not going to show everything. These are Rider-Waite tarot cards, okay? Page of Pentacles came out. So they may want to communicate something to you. They may have like a King of Pentacles energy. They may have Earth energy in their chart, like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They may be like super defensive. Like they may be that type that rarely admits that they're wrong. And they give, but it's like breadcrumb, like penny pinching. Six of Pentacles. It just ain't balanced. You know those situations where you gotta ask for every single thing? Like they just don't, like, I know you're supposed to communicate your needs or your wants or whatever, but after a while, like, dang, sometimes can you do some things just because? The Hermit card came out. Some of you may have dealt with a Virgo or a Gemini. No, not Gemini, Virgo. And then King of Cups. Okay, so with Sagittarius energy, I've already told you what that energy of that person was or is. But I'm seeing that what you did was go inward, right? You went into hermit mode. You really went into in depth to really understand the significance of the relationship, because it was a lot. It was a lot of layers dealing with this significant relationship in your life. And you're realizing just how deep it went, like the layers. And you really went inner, in, like you received like inner guidance, and like you had like your spiritual awakening, and you did your soul searching, and you were like, you know what? Time is moving by. Life is steadily moving forward. Like, I need to roll on. You know what I'm saying? I need to go with the process of allowing things to close that need to be closed. So you have come into the stance of the King of Cups. Okay? You have come into the stance of the King of Cups where you're more balanced. Okay? And you're a little bit more firm in your power as far as what you choose to entertain. Because I'm seeing that this person, they knew how to get you in a sense. They knew you really well. They know you really well. And sometimes when people know you really well, they can play on your weaknesses, or what are deemed weaknesses or imbalances. They're able to decipher certain areas that you are still working on. So I'm seeing you are strengthening up your boundaries. You're strengthening just yourself. So those areas where they were easily to be able to be penetrated, they're no longer able to do that. At least not as much without your awareness. You pretty much understand the little tricks or little games they may play. Because this energy is looking like, I don't know, it's something about that energy right now is giving me like a thing, like they like to play games. They like to challenge you. They like the tick for tat. They like, you know, getting you upset. Like they got a kick out of getting you upset. Okay? Dang. So Spirit is saying like to not entertain, do not engage with that situation. Well, what's the heads up? What's the heads up for Libra? Okay, your intuition right now may be strengthening, okay? Your third eye. Okay, the Moon card, shadow. I need two more for the heads up for Libra. Moving on. So some change is going to happen. Give me one more card for me. What's heads up? Hope. Star card. Okay, so the star card came out again. So this during this time, you know, Spirit is calling for you to use your intuition, okay? Use your discernment. And some things that were once unknown, they will become known. And once you realize some things, it'll be easier to accept and move on. Some of you have already done that. And you're moving towards your hope. New beginnings. Give me clarification on the shadow, please. Because I feel like you've already done your introspection. You've already done the shadow work for the most part. So when I clarified shadow, the World card came out. The Devil card. And the Magician. This was a karmic situation. This was a situation where it made you feel like you were bound. And again, you may have dealt with, I mentioned Sagittarius. It's really heavy for Sagittarian energy, but they may have Devil energy. They may have Capricorn energy. They may have Virgo, Gemini energy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing that you are going to be manifesting some things for yourself. Let me see. You're in the process of manifesting a new reality for yourself. What is the Magician about? Or a Virgo may be coming into your life. What is the Magician card, please? What is that? Okay. So the page of Earth came out. So you may receive some form of communication, some good news. You may just feel like there's some positivity going on here. Use your discernment. This person may give you money or some form of compensation. You discern, as you use your intuition as far as if you decide to take it or not. And if you do decide to take it and you know you're not going to, that it's still in all, it's done, it's over. Just use your discernment as far as how you choose to receive it, make sure it's clear, like it's still over. So they don't think that, okay, you took this money, so we're doing this all over again. Make sure if you're really done with it, you're done with it. And they may feel guilty and they know they've shortchanged you a lot over the years, and they may end up trying to pay you back in a certain sense. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Earth, that's what's up. So you may be receiving some money soon. Okay, that will help you to get you on your way. I'm hearing clients. So if you have a business, I'm hearing that clients will be coming your way, and it will lead you to your independence and your stability. Even an event, you may be invited to an event and you may run into people those connections are beneficial for you to, to move on. And then the 6 of Air came out. So 6 of Air is like the 6 of Swords. So relocation, moving on, having that hope, like I mentioned before, relief. That's what you're manifesting. That's what you're putting into action right now. You've completed a major cycle. It has been a long one. And at times you feel like, man, when is this going to be over? So let me see something. What is the page of Earth? Three of Water, 3 of Cups, celebration, community, friendships. So remember I said you may be invited to an event, or you end up collaborating with some people, getting connections. And you will have like a sense of belonging, like finally, okay, so now I see my clients, or now I see my tribe, now I see my new people, now I see my new boo, like I can really do some things. What is 10 of Earth? Come on now. What is Ten of Earth? Keep your thoughts and keep your mind clear, man. I know sometimes it can be harder, easier said than done. Especially being an air sign, you may be in your head a lot. But try to keep positive thoughts. What is it, Ten of Earth? I'm hearing like positive connections. See, it's not always about the money. When you connect with like-minded individuals, you shift your energy and you're around those type of people, abundance can't help but like flow in for you because you're in alignment to receive it. If you're around Nine of Earth, because I asked for the clarification on 10th Earth, so your independence, being content, having a luxe life, independence, stability. You know, there's nothing wrong with luxe life. There's nothing wrong with having the finer things in life. If you want to be able to get a backpack and just go on a trip out the blue, you should be able to do that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Dang, so beautiful things are coming in for you, Libra. 10 of Water, because I'm clarifying the 10 of Earth. So 10 of Water and 10 of Earth, baby. So that commitment, the love, the connections that you've been desiring. I'm hearing God's promise when I saw that rainbow. I'm getting emotional because it feels like it's talking to me too. Okay, so Ace of Air, some form of inspiration or communication. Okay. And then the King of Earth. You may come in contact with an earth sign. You may fall in love with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This dude, he cute. Prosperous, generous, successful. So this may be another earth energy. Like the other one may have earth in their chart. But when I read that card for the King of Earth, or really was the King of Pentacles for the Rider-Waite, that energy was more so like hoarding. Like that person was coming off like they had the potential to actually turn it around because of free will, even though really y'all probably shouldn't have been together as long, or y'all are together as long as y'all was. That person had the ability, because they have that gift of manifestation. They have the ability to have a luxurious life and to be successful and have a lot of stability, but they weren't willing to change. So you may come in contact with another person that has that King of Earth energy, but they're willing to give. They're willing to invest in your businesses and invest in you. They're willing to, I'm getting some real positive. Like this dude is like, he's the type that he lets you work. Like if you have a certain, even if you don't understand it, like if you have a certain business and he may be a little bit, even if he may be a little conservative, or he may not get all what you do, he respect your craft. He respect your, I'm hearing respect your hustle. He respects you and loves you, and it's just like making sure you good. So like, say for instance, if you had an event, he'll be there to like set it up for you, and he'll like wait like hand and foot for you. Again, I'm reading like a masculine energy. So if roles are reversed or whatever, gender and all that, I'm more so just reading the energy of the card and what I'm getting. But this person, like, he admires you. He likes seeing you work. He likes seeing you in your element. You know, there's some people out there that get jealous. You know what I'm saying? You have companions that get jealous. They don't want you to outshine them. They don't like being in the shadows. Like, he looks like he's on the sideline. Like, he understands his position. He don't need to be in the front and center of your businesses and in your craft, or people always knowing about him. He's okay with being like on the sideline, just making sure you're good, making sure your hair is in place, making sure you ate. For some reason, like this dude, he always likes to feed you. Like, and not in this insecure kind of way, but like a way like, baby, you need something to eat, you know, you want me to go get you, fix you a plate, or I'll cook tonight, don't worry about it. Like that type of vibe. Like he's always of service with you. When I look at Six of Air, I heard Great Britain. So some of you that may resonate. Maybe this person may be from Great Britain, United Kingdom, the UK. Some of them may be from Australia. That's interesting. Some of them, I'm hearing Barbados. You may travel to Barbados, or this person may be from Barbados or the Caribbean islands or whatnot. So this person may have cross, like they may have different ancestries. You know what I'm saying? Like they may have island mixed with European or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So they may, I can't think of the word, but basically you get what I'm trying to say. Like they may be foreign in comparison to where you're from. International. Okay, so that's good news for the heads up. So I want to get advice, and then I'll move on to, I spent a lot of time on that, but that's fine, whatever. What is the advice for Libra? Nine of Fire. Okay. It was the bottom page of air. So that Knight of Fire came out as far as the connection, or as far as your current situation. So I'm hearing Three of Air as far as Three of Swords. So forgiving, healing, learning, and disconnecting. Knowing what this relationship served. Okay? You know, sometimes we can look back on situations and be like, dang, I put in all this work and all this effort for it to turn out to be this, that, and the third. I tried my best. And now it's like, okay, let's move on. Let's heal. You dealt with it. You learned all the lessons. Now you know what it is, what all it could possibly offer you. And now it's time to move forward and disconnect. What is the Isis Oracle for Libra? Gee whiz. Okay. Cartouche and the Temple of Carnelian. Cartouche, divine names of power. Call on your guides, call on your ancestors. Connect with your spirit team. Temple of Carnelian, entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Okay, so dig deep in your divine power, your divine energy. Some of you have Isis energy surrounding you. Some of you may have, you know, the Sekhmet energy. Call on your guides, even though they may know and observe and see what you're going through. It's okay to call on them. Activate those guides, even if you're not necessarily familiar with their names. I'm hearing they will resurrect you. And I just heard, well done, child. So this may be a confirmation for those of you who feel like you were second guessing whether or not you was on the right path, whether you was doing the right things, having the right connections, doing, you know, you're doing everything right. Now that you understand what that situation was, which was very impactful because it affected everything. When I mean everything for you. You've learned a lot in this relationship. I'm getting this was more so a relationship-based situation that affected everything for you. And so now it's time for you to move forward and really be what you've been visualizing for a long time now. And reason why it just wasn't turning like it was supposed to is because you weren't learning certain things. They weren't learning certain things. And it just was divine timing. And it made you feel like you were doing something wrong. But babe, you weren't. You learned everything, you know, the way it needed to be learned. Yeah, it may have felt long. And you probably could have cut this short like a long time ago. But there were some things that you weren't getting and they weren't getting. And, you know, through that process, you just had to go through the process. Sometimes there's no shortcuts in life. You know what I'm saying? There's some things you have to just go through. And I'm seeing that you've went through a lot. I'm hearing years. It wasn't like a thing where it's a few months. I'm hearing like years with this situation. Okay, and now like the person, from what I'm gathering, this energy is more serious about you. He has a very protective masculine energy. Not to the point where it's overbearing. He's confident within himself. And I'm hearing big feet. When I'm looking at the shoes, I wasn't even thinking about that, but I'm hearing like big feet. So if you know what that is, okay? But look at him again, yo. I would do some clarifiers. You know what? Why not? I'm in here anyway. But call on your guides. Activate them. I mean, they're already activated, but it's something about, yeah, there's free will and then there's intervention time. Sometimes they'll intervene anyway, depending on the nature of your guides. But in this situation, they want to hear you. They want to interact with you. They want to talk with you. They want commune. They want to commune with you. Okay? They like your energy. They really like your energy. King of Earth. What is he all about? It's a lot of Earth energy. He's a truth teller. He speaks his truth. He's not a game player. He's not going to waste your time. And he asks that you don't waste his time. Again, I'm saying he, but take it as you see fit. I just wanted to know a little bit more about this person. Justice, world, strength, fire. They're intuitive. They may have water in their chart. They may not. Queen of Earth. So you are like their match. Eight of Earth. They're a very hard worker. They're good in their craft. They're very studious. They're very knowledgeable in their craft. They may be a Virgo because they're detail oriented. I had the High Priestess. They like to travel. They like to take the initiative. They love dreaming, but they're ambitious where they'll take action. I heard the Emperor, but I don't see the Emperor. And I'm going to show you what the Emperor looks like. Transformation. Okay, they just had their awakening. Ace of Fire. Very passionate about life. Remember I said action-oriented. And what I gathered, they're very driven in the bedroom. The Wheel. So they're like They may have Leo. They may be like a Leo, Virgo energy, strength. Very courageous. They have a lot of heart. In completion, the World card. Remember I said they may be international. But also I'm getting 2 major cycle ending, and this is like the champagne, you know what I'm saying? For the celebration, justice. So karmic justice. And I'm about to show you. At the bottom of the deck was Empress. But I'm getting that for you. I'm going to show you what the energy I was getting from them. You're going to be like, ooh. It wanted to pop out, but it didn't fully pop out. But I'm going to show y'all anyway. Come on now. I'm determined to get you. Here you go. Ooh. Talk to me. Like on the radio in Atlanta. They be like, talk to me. But that's the Emperor. That's the vibe I'm getting from him. Financially stable, career driven, passionate about family, passionate about life, passionate about you, protect you, make sure you good, you know, make sure you straight, love to travel, you know what I'm saying? He may have, you know, a mixture of ethnicities, you know what I'm saying? Like he, you know, he may be influenced by various cultures, you know what I'm saying? But he's into you. You don't have to worry about games. You don't have to worry about someone getting over on you and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff is in the past, sweetie. Okay, so what is the chakra card for Libra? And this is pretty much it. I'm wrapping it up. Okay, I'm hearing Love Oracle. So right after this, I'm doing a Love Oracle card, okay, Libra? I love y'all. Universal Light, 34. Universal Light. Okay. Never seen this one come out. So just, let me see something right quick. Where my book at? I've never seen like this one like stand out for real, for real. Okay, so it's your soul star chakra. It's like up here. You have pulled this card today, remind you that you are always connected to and an extension of the powerful universal light of the cosmos. This light is what fuels your soul in giving birth to the stars. It's the all-wise, all-knowing, all-loving energy of the universe. This light is divine, unconditional love at its purest. Sometimes you can feel disconnected and shut off from this light. However, in truth, you are an extension of and made up of this energy and never can be separate. So that love guides and supports you at all times, okay? Focus on this divine connection and do what is required to deepen and awaken fully to this universal light. So meditation, getting connected. Remember I was saying you may want to call on your guides to commune with them more, meditation, you know, yoga, deepen your connection. So your affirmation is, I am a divine channel of universal light. I'm a divine channel of universal light. I am a divine channel of universal light. You are connected. Ashe. Okay, so you pretty much already got advice, but since I'm hearing the Love Oracle, I'm gonna do this and then we're gonna close out, okay? I'm a divine universal light. Let me say it again. Messed it up already. I'm a divine channel of universal light. I am a divine channel of universal light. You're always connected. Stay grounded. Know that your guides are looking out for you. Your spirit team, call on your spirit team. I'm hearing some of y'all are connected to your ancestors, so call on them, call on God. You know, whoever you source, whoever you connect with. Cosmic energy, collective consciousness. What is Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So, for those of you, this is a confirmation that you've done all that you can in your past situations. You've done all that you can up until this point. You know what I mean? You can't control this part that's coming up. You may have been able to do that in the past, but this part, this sector, is all about the submission part, the allowing part, okay? So even if you wanted to really do anything about it, you really can't as far as this next phase, the closing of cycles. It is safe for you to love. So if that opportunity does present itself, and I'm getting really soon, just be open to it. You know, it may be a little bit different than what you were expecting. It may be different than the presentation of it. The package of it may be different than what you thought. But be open to the opportunities for love. Be open to opportunities in platonic relationships, not just romantic. It is safe for you, okay? You've already been standing in your power. You've done a lot of healing, okay? But it's time for you to deepen your connection with spirit. It's time to let go and stop trying to figure out, okay? Use your discernment, of course, but it's time for you to deepen your connection, okay? You're going to be really deep in your connection where you're not going to be recognizable next year. And the deepening of your connection doesn't mean that you're no longer human in a sense of having a human experience. It's in the sense that you are special, in a sense that you have a special purpose and a mission. And the things that you've learned is to help others too. And not only that, you came here for an experience. And now it's time for the good stuff. You done went through all those lessons, all those experiences, and now you're about to see the whys. Now you're about to experience what you've been dreaming about. I'm hearing hard work pays off. So Libra, that's all I have for you. Be encouraged. Like, don't feel those times where you feel like this is not going to pan out for me. Immediately, like, just throw that out, cast that out. You know what I mean? And sometimes you want to feed into that thought process. But I'm telling you, very soon things are going to turn over for you. Your stability, that family, that soul tribe, those connections you've been wanting, you've been desiring. You've had to go inward. You had some solitude. You had times where you went in solitude and hermit mode. And you've had your spiritual awakenings. And I'm hearing it's been more than one. You've done the shadow work. You've done the healing. You put in, you're really about what you say you are. I'm seeing that you really put in the effort. What you say is what you've really been doing. It's not like you've been putting on like you've been doing what you were supposed to do or guided to. You actually, it may have been challenging at times, but I'm seeing that you really have been doing it. And it's paying off. It may not look like it now, but it is. It's paying off. And beautiful things are coming your way. And it's not going to be a lot of effort in it. You know, it's not going to be a lot of push-pull and just tick for tat. All that is over. All that's over, Libra. A new day. So that's all I have for you. All the information you need in regards to booking a reading, staying connected to me, you know, on the social media platforms. Stay connected, you know, it's all going to be in the description, or it is. So again, once I could finish these messages, I will then convert over to just strictly collective readings. I think they're very necessary now, and just to shift the energy so that you won't be so focused on your actual zodiac sign, but you'll be focused on the messages that are of resonance or that you need to hear. So that's all I have for you. Be well. Take care.